Hi, I'm Elliot with the software team here at ROLI. In this video, you're going to learn how to set up the C-board in Cubase 8. You'll learn how to set it up as a MIDI device, connect it up with Equator, our very own multi-dimensional synthesizer, and then record and edit MIDI data from the C-board. So let's get started. So first, make sure your C-board is connected to your Mac and it's in multi-channel mode. To do this, navigate to ROLI dashboard, and then make sure it's in multi-channel mode. And for Cubase, you can either use poly aftertouch or channel pressure. This all depends on the software instruments you are using, and as we are using Equator today, either can be used. Next thing to do is open up Cubase 8. From here, you could either create a new project or open an existing one. I'm going to start a new project. The first thing to do in Cubase is to check it sees the C-board as a MIDI input device. To do this, go to the Devices tab and then click on Device Setup. Next, click on the MIDI Port Setup tab. And finally, make sure the C-board ground shows up as a MIDI input device and the state of it is set to active. Okay, now that we have that set up, we can create a new instrument track containing Equator and connect it up to the C-board. Start by navigating to the Devices tab again and click on VST Instruments. Click on the plus icon and open up Equator. You can also just right click on the left of the timeline to add a new instrument track. To open and close the user interface for Equator or any other plugin, click on the icon highlighted here. As the C-board sends out MIDI data on multiple channels, you will need to set all MIDI channels to be sent to the Equator plugin. To do this, navigate to the tab below where the C-board is selected as the input. Then just underneath, select Any to pass all MIDI data through to Equator. If you are wishing to edit the per note expression data from the C-board, such as pressure and pitch bend, there is one more step. With the track selected, navigate to the left hand side of the screen and click on the Note Expression tab. In the expanded menu, enable both pitch bend and poly pressure. Also make sure to tick the box labelled MIDI as Note Expression. With the track record enabled, you're ready to record. Once you have finished recording and ready to edit your MIDI data, you can double click on the recorded MIDI region to bring up the key editor. With the key editor open, you'll be able to edit the per note expression data recorded from the C-board. To do this, double click on the note you wish to edit and you'll see data graphs for both poly pressure and pitch bend. You can change between which expression data to see and edit by clicking in the bottom left hand corner of the pop-up window. You can then use the pencil tool to edit that data. In this tutorial we showed how, in Cubase 8, you can connect the C-board and then record and edit the data from it. Although we used Equator, the same process can be used for VST plugins of any polyphonic synth that supports multi-channel MIDI data and per voice pitch bend, such as F-Expansion Synth Squad. It will also be the same process for multi-toggle instruments, such as Contact, and for using tools such as our own Polythrough plugin. So that should get you all set up. If you have any questions or problems, please check out support@roli.com.